for me, particularly rewarding that we are recognizing our schools who worked so hard to raise money for pediatric cancer, brain cancer, a rare form of brain cancer specifically, but pediatric cancer in the Kortney Rose Foundation. Kristen Gillette, who's right over here, and I'm going to let her speak as well. I met Kristen this summer. I've known of the Kortney Rose story since the beginning, since the tragic situation with her daughter who passed away from this rare form of brain cancer about 10 years ago, and have just marveled at her efforts and coordination in raising money for pediatric cancer and brain cancer research specifically. But, and I've known about it, and I think anybody who lives in my area, not just my town, but in my area, in the surrounding towns, knows of this story and knows of the amazing work that Kristen has done. But this summer, I actually volunteered with my daughter. My daughter asked me to volunteer with her for a fundraiser that they were doing at the racetrack, and it was a race. And at this event, I think it was the head of pediatric oncology for CHOP spoke, and actually you can hear that on the website if you want to go to the Kortney Rose website and hear him speak about their work. And then I thought to myself, my goodness, if any of our children in our surrounding communities were to come down with a horrific illness like this, CHOP would be where they would go. And what an opportunity this could be if our communities were interested, if our community was interested. And I know that that's not something that I could take on as a principal, as a superintendent, and get done, that we were going to need a coordinated effort. So I went to Margie and said, is this something that you would be interested? Actually, I went to the principals first. I misspoke. I went to the principals in the summer and our administrators, and I said, would this be something that you guys would be interested in? If I could coordinate it with our parent information committee, and Margie's our president, is this something that we would be interested in doing? And I got immediate support from our administrators and our principals, and they're on that front line, working with teachers, working with parents, working with our parent organizations. And I personally have never seen a more giving community than Middletown. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. It's amazing, and I think, Chris, you've seen that now, and I think we're, in the beginnings of this very important endeavor, working collaboratively with the Kortney Rose Foundation for young people, raising money for young people, and a hospital. And it's more than just CHOP, because of a network that you're more than $1 million of financial support through your organization has assisted. It's now this network that's attacking all forms of pediatric cancer, and I just think, can't think of a more worthy cause for us to get involved with. So to think that in just a few short weeks that our schools and our students and our parent organizations could raise $8,000 for this one specific thing, because as you all know, there were many other charity works that were going on in your schools simultaneously with this. So that has really blown me away, and I think that's really impressed you. So without any further ado, I'm going to turn it over to you to say a few words to our school community, and then we'll recognize them. Thank you, Kristen.
Hi, I'm Kristen Gillette. I'm the founder and president of the Kortney Rose Foundation. Thank you so much, Dr. George, for embracing our foundation and the work we're doing. And thank you, Margie. were a phenomenal assistant on all of this. I couldn't have done it without your help, really. I am so impressed by, and principals or whoever's here from the different schools, please tell your administrative assistants or whoever counted the money that I am so impressed with what they did. I have to tell you, I was petrified when this was presented to me because I've only done maybe 5 schools at the same time in a couple different towns, and usually the money comes in a total jumble, and I am pulling my hair out trying to count coins and blah, blah, blah. And this time, every single school was totally organized. The money was like rubber band together with a sticky on it with the amount. I was blown away, and I was like, okay, this is great. I'm not scared anymore. So thank you so much. For whoever counted the money, please express my gratitude to them. I mean, it really made my life a lot easier. And I am blown away by the amount you guys raised with, I know that October is a tough month because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so I'm sure that played a part, but I am so grateful for any amount, and $8,000 is tremendous. And you probably maybe read the literature, what have you, but I want you to know that we have done really great work with our funding, and we do donate 94 cents of every dollar to research. I work a full-time job at Monmouth University, so I don't take a salary from the foundation, specifically for that reason. So, some more can go to research. And the things that they have done in the past year alone, we've been doing this 10 years, and just in the past year, the things that they've built, the systems that they've put in place at CHOP, that are not just CHOP systems, they're operated out of CHOP, but they're consortiums of multi-institutions. The Childhood Cancer Brain Tumor Tissue Consortium is the largest tissue bank for brain tumors, and we have been the founding member and continual member of that startup, and they are now just expanding to no end in the past year. They just brought a pediatric cancer cloud online. This will revolutionize the way cancer is done. They're starting with a pilot program on the tumor that Kortney had, which is called the diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma, brainstem glioma. It's very rare, about 100 or so kids, 150 get a year, everyone dies. There's no treatment for it, so no one has worked on it. They're doing the same thing they were 30 years ago. I've funded all kinds of brain tumor research, but in my heart I always wanted to fund something specific for this tumor. I got a call last November and they said, we're doing the first pilot study with the Children's Brain Tumor Tissue Consortium of 10 hospitals, combined with another consortium of 15 hospitals, and all of them are going to be looking at the one tumor, Kortney's tumor. So I said, we pledge, our money will go to that. For the next 3 years, we're making a significant pledge, not all our money, but a good part of it. And that to me is so exciting that we could actually, with all these people looking at it, with a data cloud to get the information and share it back, it could revolutionize treatment for brain tumors. And then they're going to move it to each, this is a pilot, for other cancers and other rare diseases. And it just goes on and on. So I'm really excited, and every penny we get goes toward that. So you guys are all helping to revolutionize pediatric cancer. So thank you very much.
Yeah, we're gonna call up all the schools, and then we're gonna get a picture with all the administrators and the PFA members. So we'll just call them.
Yep. Okay, so the Board of Education and Administration are grateful for the support of our parent organizations and the Parent Information Council, represented tonight by Mrs. Margie Rafferty-Crisione, Chairperson. Due to the efforts of our school community, we are proud to present Mrs. Kristen Gillette with a check for $8,000. The following schools are commended for their overall efforts on behalf of the Kortney Rose Foundation. Nut Swamp Elementary School, represented by Mr. Neil Leone, Interim Principal, and PTA President Michelle Rader. Lincroft Elementary School, Mr. Stephen Graziano, Principal, and Ms. Karen Whitaker, PTA Representative. Thompson Middle School, Mr. Matthew Kirkpatrick, Principal, and Dana Bell, PTA President. The next 4 schools are commended for their significant contributions on behalf of the Kortney Rose Foundation. Middletown Village Elementary School, represented by Mrs. Karen Zapancic, Principal, Kelly Broden and Jen Nunez, PFA Co-Presidents. Navesink Elementary School, Mr. Jim Altabello, Principal, Augusta D'Amico, PTA President. Middletown High School South, Mr. Patrick Ranella, Principal, Claudia Healy, and Lisa Yazek, PFA Co-Presidents. Middletown High School North, Dr. Patricia Cartier, Principal, Mrs. Victor McKenzie, Principal of Special Projects, May Fiore and Monica Tadaro, PFA Co-Presidents.
All right, let's get everybody up here for a picture. Okay, board members, you want to come in too, please? I like to do it for the tweet. We could all get right in here, and then we get to see North Library Media Center. Come on in, everybody. Come on in over here. Mark, you got it.
Let me know.
That's right, we got bracelets too, right?
Yes. Anybody wants a wristband?
Everybody wants a wristband, we got wristbands too. Hold your,
Show your wristband.
thank you. Hold your certificates. 4 minutes. Hold up.